It's Yirmiyahu ben Israel. We're going to talk about how Esau, till this day, is still mad at Jacob for taking his place. But the thing is that Yah had ordained this from the jump. You know, it's funny. I was outside doing my thing or whatnot, and I already know what time it is. Just so happens I come up the street, nothing going on. All right, cool, whatever. Come back. I see the sprinklers are on the same sidewalk, and it just so happens that the water is spraying all over the sidewalk. And I'm like, interesting. So it's a coincidence that now I gotta go in the road, and I can't just walk on the sidewalk like I'm used to as well. It's all spiritual. It is all spiritual. I wish I could just say, it's just a white man being racist. Oh no, I know exactly what the source is. Matter of fact, we're gonna go to the source right here. We're gonna go to Genesis chapter 27, where it all started. I'm going to start at verse 1. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau, his eldest son, and said unto him, My son. And he said unto him, Behold, here am I. And he said, Behold now, I am old, I know not the day of my death. Now therefore, take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison, and make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison, and to bring it. Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, Bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless thee before Yahweh, before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. Go now to thy flock, and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father peradventure will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. And his mother said unto him, Upon me by thy curse, my son, only obey my voice, and go fetch me them. And he went and fetched and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory meat, such as his father loved. Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son, Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob her younger son. And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands, and upon the smooth of his neck. And she gave the savory meat and the bread, which she had prepared, into the hand of her son Jacob. And he came unto his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here am I. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because Yahweh thy Elohim brought it to me. And as I said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him, and said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy, as his brother's Esau's hands. So he blessed him. And he said, Art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, Bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, "Come near now, and kiss me, my son." And he came near and kissed him. And he smelled the smell of his raiment and blessed him and said, "See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field, which Yahweh hath blessed. Therefore Elohim give thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and the plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Yahweh over thy brethren. Be Lord over thy brethren. And let my mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee." And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. And he also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, "Let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me." And Isaac his father said unto him, "Who art thou?" And he said, "I am thy son, thy firstborn Isaac. I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau." And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, "Who? Where is he that taketh the venison, and brought it me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, and he shall be blessed." And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry, and said unto his father, "Bless me, even me also, O my father." And he said, "Thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing." And he said, "Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing." And he said, "Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me?" And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, "Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and with wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son?" And Esau said unto his father, "Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father." And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, "Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck." And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, "The days of mourning for my father at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob." And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob her younger son, and said unto him, "Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice and arise. Flee thou to Laban my brother to Haran, and tarry with them a few days until thy brother's fury turn away, until thy brother's anger turn away from thee, and he forgot that which thou hast done to him. Then I will send and fetch thee from thence. Why should I be deprived also of you both in one day?" Rebekah said to Isaac, "I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth. If Jacob take a wife of the daughters of Heth, such as these which are of the daughters of the land, what good shall my life do me?" That's Genesis 27, 1-46. Now, as I just said, this is why Esau was mad at Jacob, because he was willing to do whatever it took. He said, man, as you can see, Jacob, man, he was an opportunist. He said, well, we in competition, especially in these times where, you didn't have electricity. You didn't have, the luxury of just going to places that are super close to you and whatnot. No, you had to work. You actually had to go. When it comes to meat, you go to the store to go get it. What? Nah, you had to have, a weapon on you. You had to, the timing was right. Make sure the animal was caught off guard. What? These were no games being played. So as you can see, Jacob, being the opportunist that he was, that he is, him and his mother Rebecca, they done got a scheme. They say we're gonna get you this blessing. And Isaac, being extremely old, he's not gonna know too well between his two sons. And of course, Jacob was able to pull it off. He was able to have that happen. And of course, you could say, well, Jacob's a stealer, Jacob's a this. Nah, this is all part of the Most High's plan to have Jacob have the blessing, not Esau. Because, you got to remember, Esau being the firstborn, his retarded ass, for lack of better words, gave away the blessing for a bowl of soup when, after he came back hunting out of the wilderness. That's his fault. He was hungry. He wanted to give up his birthright in order to have a bowl of soup. That's on him. And Jacob, being the opportunist as he was, gave him an ultimatum. He said, you can either have a bowl of soup or you're going to give me your birthright. Either way, you're going to die of hunger or you're going to give me that birthright. And, Esau not being too smart, hungry, we've all been there. But, again, not being too smart, as this was like the ultimate, thing in history, basically. And, here we go. He took that birthright and bam. Well, not really took it. I mean, he did. He gave it to him. Esau gave it to him. But, here we go. To this day, what do we see? We see a lot of backwardsness. We see a lot of Jacob's being trampled on. We see a lot of nonsense. A whole lot of garbage that is unbiblical. But if you know your roots, you're going to stand tall. You're going to be like, hey, I remember. What did the Most High do for Jacob? What did he do for his seed? Matter of fact, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to, let's see here. We are going to go, well, let me just do here for starters. Genesis 13:15. Oh, I didn't do this on purpose, but let's see here. Actually, Genesis 13:15-16. For all the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed forever. And I will make thy seed as the dust of the earth, so that if a man can number the dust of the earth, then shall thy seed also be numbered. Ooh. One more time. For all the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed forever. And I will make thy seed as the dust of the earth, so that if a man can number the dust of the earth, then shall thy seed also be numbered. This was when Yah was speaking to Abram, or Abraham now, but he was speaking to Abraham about how his seed was going to inherit the earth forever. This is literally all the seed of Jacob. This is mine. I mean, shoot. That's why when you hear these people talking about I'm a king and all this, there's a reason. Ages. If you know your history, you know your history, and that's it. That's it. It's, we are plagued because of the curse of Deuteronomy, but hold on, we have blessings as well. We do. And if you again, you want to be ignorant, you can sit here and play the heathens game and be like, boo-hoo, woe is me, racist this, racist that, or you're going to be like, hey, I'm a king. I don't care what none of these used to try to do to me. I know where I am. I know where I come from, and I know my real history. Not this garbage that I was spoon-fed, not this garbage that I've been lied to about. No, I really do. Really, really do. But yep, that's it for this one, and I'm out.